So we currently are not getting the proliferation bonus yet because we have some of these gears aren't proliferated, like the initial burst of gears that came through here. But as we get the proliferated gears, we'll get that proliferation bonus. And there we got delicious, delicious electric motors. Excellent. With, I think, enough room to expand... if we need to. We can kind of bring this around, maybe. Actually, I don't. Whatever, this is fine. I'm going to stop obsessing over it. So, let's bring another belt this way. This is going to be for the turbines now. And we're just going to set a bunch more assemblers down over here on this side to build a bunch of turbines. And we also need to proliferate these, actually. Now that I look at that. I actually completely forgot. Can't forget the proliferators. That's the most important part. Now that definitely doesn't give us anything. Whatever. I'll deal with it later. All these logistical inefficiencies that I'm seeing, that's going to come back and bite me later. And I'm just like, you know what? Not my problem. I'll deal with it another time. There we go. All right. So we still need more roads. But we're just going to bring these guys down this way. Yeah. So again, we're going to have to burn through the non-proliferated ones first. Which, I mean, I guess we could just pull them out. I can use them to make roads.
Insufficient materials.
So. Actually, we should be pretty close at this point.
Insufficient materials.
Yeah, we should be almost to the point where we can just start making a whole bunch of these magnetic turbines. And make the tier 2 roads. That'll make things go so much faster when we actually get that done. Which is also part of the reason why I kind of want to set up a storage here for these gears. Because gears are going to start being like a major, not a major choke point, but they're going to be a little bit of a choke point for making these Mark II conveyors.
Replication complete.
Either way, it's a problem for another time. Do we not have more being built? No, we don't. Apparently I'm a dink. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and grab... I mean, we might as well grab some of our weapon upgrades, right? Enhanced structure. Durability. Planetary shields? Huh. There's a lot of things here. This whole section down here, this whole thing, because the combat system didn't exist the first time that I played this game, this whole section here did not exist. So I might as well just kind of grab some of these upgrades, I guess. Might as well make myself a little bit better at fighting. Two, three, 4, 5. Okay. There we go. And we'll just kind of start shipping these into this storage container over here. Looks like we might need a couple more turrets over here just to be on the safe side, because I've kind of built out in a weird way. We'll get there. Do I want to put proliferator on these yet? I mean, I might as well, right? There is no harm in it. If I wanted to be, like, the best ever, I would just specifically proliferate just the things that I know are going to be used in production. And then just, like, keep the unproliferated stuff for my own use. But I'm too lazy for that stuff. The fact that I'm bothering with proliferation at all is honestly a major coup for me. Because I know the first time that I played the game, I did not I did not deal with proliferator at all, because it seemed like it was just going to be too much of a hassle. Because it's a huge hassle to try to, like, pipe this proliferator liquid all the way across your base. It's a huge pain, a huge commitment. It is worth doing, though. It is worth doing if you have the patience to do so.
Flight mode.
Okay. How are we looking over here? Everything's kind of backed up a little bit. Mostly because we have a bunch of these electric boards, which we'll grab a few of those because we do need them. And we also have a bunch of magnetic coils here as well, which is fine. All right.
Insufficient
I
material.
think it's about time we modernize. It's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of juice.
Upgrade.
It's going to take a lot of effort. Because we're going to need
Insufficient
hundreds of these tier 2 conveyors. And I'm not quite sure what I think the big choke point is just the fact that I don't have turbines in my inventory, so I have to put it all together. But I bet if I come over here and grab a couple stacks of turbines, I'll be able to build a lot more conveyors. Which we should be getting pretty close to a couple stacks of turbines, yeah. And then we just need to build the road. Yeah, we'll grab 2 stacks of turbines. That should help immensely. 300. We still probably need more, but that's a good start. Let's just keep building until we have to start crafting a bunch of stuff. Because the big thing that we have to craft is actually the tier 1 roads. And we're going to be replacing the tier 1 roads with tier 2 roads, which means we'll be able to recycle those tier 1 roads into tier 2 roads as we go.
Flight mode.
So we'll start with that. We'll go ahead and we'll upgrade everything over here first, and then we'll go from there. We are horribly running out of iron here, but that's okay. That is a-okay. It is inevitable. go. And we're just gonna start blasting. We're gonna start upgrading. This is going to take some time, but it's going to be 100% worth it. Here, now, if we do this... Yeah, we can just craft the roads almost straight up. It is nice that there's just like a button that you can use to automatically replace the roads. It's super handy. There we go.
Dark fog cluster is launching an assault.
Okay.
Night mode.
Which way are they attacking? Do we know? Can we see that if we scroll around like this? Not
Upgrade.
Not easily, no. Okay. I guess the best way is to just, like, look at this target icon and hope that it's accurate.
Flight mode.
There they are. They're a little bit off-center. We should still be fine, though. Yeah.
Replication complete.
So those flyers definitely seem a lot more dangerous than the ground forces. The ground forces don't actually seem too bad. And these guys are going around this way, which is actually a little bit problematic. Because I don't have any defenses on that side. Fortunately, it still seems like dealing with the dark fog is not that difficult. I'm sure as things progress, it will get more difficult, but so far it's not bad. We'll pick up whatever kind of remnants exist. What other thing did they drop? I don't know. It's fine. I'm just not going to worry about it. All right, back to what I was doing. Back to what I was working on before. Now, the nice thing about the roads is that you can see at nighttime when they're upgraded. So, like, the Tier 1 roads, the Tier 1 belts have orange lights on them. The Tier 2 belts have green lights on them, and I believe the Tier 3 belts have blue lights on them. So you can use that to sort of easily see the areas you still have to upgrade. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. There we go. We should be able to make a whole bunch more of these now. Mm-hmm. I think we're out of turbines. We are. Okay, let's go grab more turbines. We should have some extra ones now. Well, it looks like we're not getting everything through here. What are we missing? The engines. Okay, we're just... Are we not producing enough engines, or are they just not getting onto the belt fast enough? The answer is both. Okay. I'm glad I left room for expansion. Okay. Let's adjust this. Yeah, I think this is the problem. Well, this is part of the problem. Shocking nobody whatsoever. Right. I have tier 2. I don't need tier 1 anymore. There we go. So this is going to be a little bit jank, but it should be okay. We'll just kind of bring this down a little bit. But the proliferator's there. Alright. Well, you know what? Clearly, this was not quite ready yet. We still have all the infrastructure set up properly. We just gotta line it up a little bit better, I guess. There we go.
Replication complete.
We'll do 3 more, and we'll see if that helps. And then we'll put the storage depot over here. Give it a little bit of room to breathe. And then we can run this like this. I know what I'm doing. I am not a professional, but I have played many video games. Or something. There we go. And we could proliferate here. And then this can go into there. That way we can keep proliferating the engines. There we go. I think that'll work a little bit better, and it gives me room to push the proliferation down this way. Not the proliferation, the engines. Okay. Still probably not the greatest thing imaginable, but it still works, technically. There we go. And then that should improve the production over here. Okay. All right.
Flight mode.
Give me a bunch of these, please. Honestly, I could probably just get rid of some of these electric motors, because I don't need electric motors. I need turbines. Many turbines.
Flight mode.
Alright, where was I? I think I upgraded all of these, not quite.
Replication complete.
There we go. Okay, so that should be everything in this little area upgraded, I think. We can move over here and we can upgrade our blueberry matrices. There we go. This is going to take a lot. This is going to take a lot to upgrade this whole line. Let's hold off on that for now, just for a moment. There was an area where I said that upgrading the lines would help. Was it over here? Yeah, it was right here. Because I wasn't sure if we were making enough magnets. Which, we are making enough magnets, they just couldn't get here fast enough. Yeah. That works a lot better. There we go. It's gonna be a lot of this for a while. Gonna be a lot of this. And we're basically never going to use Mark 1 conveyors again. That's the long and short of it. This is for the proliferators. I didn't really need to upgrade this just yet, but that's fine. Oh no, I guess this is running to the graphite too. That's not really a bad thing to upgrade. There we go. Take one at the end. Perfect.
Replication complete.
We're still not gaining anything in the storage tank. You know, I don't know. I don't remember if juicing the fuel will work. But I think we're gonna try it. We're gonna juice the fuel. Let's see. Go ahead and we'll plug this bad boy in there. Slope too steep. It's not too steep now. So let's see if this changes anything. We're still using normal fuel. We're still using normal fuel. You'll know that it's changed to the better stuff because it does provide more energy. Oh no. I have to juice my fuel. Alright. Okay. Basically what I'm hearing is that we have to juice everything, which I think I knew that already way back in the day. But I am refreshing my memory.
Insufficient materials.
Here, let's come over here and grab some gears. Because we are going to need gears. We probably should have set up a gear storage. The more I look at it, the more I think that we should have. But whatever, it's fine. We'll make it work.
Flight mode.
This may seem extremely tedious right now, but it's definitely worth it. And as long as we devote ourselves to not using tier 1 belts anymore, we'll never have to do this again. Until we get tier 3 belts.
Replication.
But let's not worry about that right now. There we go. That should increase our fuel output. It should increase the speed with which the fuel gets here, which will actually mean that we'll be able to fuel more of our engines. It'll disperse the fuel a little bit more evenly between them. So that's pretty good. Alright, let's go ahead and work on upgrading our red apple cubes here. That way we can produce them more efficiently. Also, speaking of red apple cubes, we have to keep working on our upgrades. We'll go ahead and grab the energy shield. There we go. Look at all these glowing with power red apple cubes. Beautiful. There we go. This is probably the least important thing to upgrade, but while we're here, we might as well. You don't really need to upgrade our cube production just yet. We're not really using them at an alarming rate. Most of our techs are pretty cheap at this point. But hey, we're here. We might as well. Might as well devote ourselves to the tier 2 conveyors.
Flight mode.
Go. Ammo isn't super high on my list of things to upgrade.
Replication complete.
There we go.
Insufficient.
And we still need many, many more. It actually looks like we're starting to run out of turbines again. And so let's go ahead and go grab some turbines. This is why getting this turbine production was so incredibly important. Because imagine if you had to build all of these turbines by hand, how long this would take. It would take a while. It'll take a long while. There we go. Excellent. And all of this will help speed up all of our production across the entire planet.
Replication complete. Upgrade complete.
Alright, we got our energy shield level 2 done. That's good. So we need to start working towards our next tier of research, which I think are the pineapple cubes. Let's see. Where is our next tier of research? Is it this one? Yes. Structure matrix. Which I think we absolutely, definitely, 100% need to set up titanium production on another planet for. Yeah, because we need to do this chemical engineering. Oh, jeez. To be able to craft these organic crystals.
Replication
And then we
complete.
use that and combine it with titanium to get these things, these titanium crystals. And then on top of that, we also need what are those diamonds? Are they just diamonds? Maybe. Let's research Mark II proliferators. It's these. Yeah. So this is what we use the energetic graphite for. We turn it into diamonds, which we can also burn for fuel. So we'll need that too. But while we're researching that, we'll continue to upgrade our lines. And honestly, that should increase our production across the board.
Flight mode.
It's just a good thing to have. There we go. Just gets things to where they need to go faster.
Insufficient materials.
Yeah, now if we look at our statistics. I probably should have looked. It would be nice if there was like a before and after. I guess I could do something like this. So like, oh, that might not be. So over the last hour, at least for like, let's just take a look at iron, for example. 400 and 700 production. Okay, well, I guess that hasn't changed. I don't know how to read this. Whatever, it's fine. We're producing more things. Don't worry about it. We're definitely more efficient than we were before. Science, technology,
Flight mode.
speed.
Flight mode. Replication complete.
Hello. There was a line I didn't have upgraded. Can also upgrade the proliferator now.
Insufficient materials.
There we go. Alright, so we need... We need titanium. And the best place to get titanium is our neighbor here. I wanna... kind of want to deal with this dark fog threat first, though. Because I don't really want to be going around babysitting 3 planets. I can barely babysit the 1. Which may mean we need to upgrade some of our combat capabilities. I don't know. I don't really know how dangerous the dark fog is. I think someone yesterday said that you can defeat the early ones pretty easily with missiles.
Replication complete.
But I do not know. Which we could research. We could get missile upgrades. Titanium ammo. Missile turrets. Requires combustible unit. That's this. Okay, well, we can add that to the queue. And get rid of crystal smithing for now.
Replication complete. Flight mode.
Still have some tier 1s over here. And of course, this whole line here with the ammo is tier 1. I don't really know if I need to worry too much about upgrading this, but I might as well. I'm here. If I'm doing everything, I might as well do everything, right? Alright, let's go grab more turbines. We have plenty of turbines, so that's good. We just gotta go get them. And actually, I think a tech that would really help me out... Where is it? Is it upgrades? Auto reconstruction. This one, vertical construction. Let's go ahead and start working on that. I think we'll do that first. And then we'll get Mark II proliferators. I mean, there's no real reason to get Mark II proliferators if we can't get diamonds first. So we might as well do that instead. But what that'll do, that'll allow us to stack more research, more matrix labs on top of the ones we already have, and increase how fast we can research things. Because right now, currently our limit for research is how many cubes we can produce and how many cubes we can turn into science. So, like, we're already at the limit of how many cubes we can produce, basically. We're maxed out on all that. We're producing way more cubes than we're using. That's why we have this depot here with a whole bunch of blueberry cubes. And over here, we have a depot filled with raspberry red cubes. They're not filled with it, but they're getting there. Because right now, the thing that's stopping us from researching faster is the number of matrix labs we have here, which we only have 3.
Replication complete.
So if we upgrade how many of these labs we could stack on top of each other, not only can we produce more cubes, we can research faster. Of course, we could also just create a longer line of matrix labs. We could put in, another stack of matrix labs right next to this one. But I don't really think we need to do that. Not really. Can we eat these? If we eat these, do we produce faster? Do we research faster if we eat these? Gimme. 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 Okay, whatever. It's fine. No biggie. Let's keep building roads. We might as well. We're going to be using roads a lot. We could probably set up a conveyor specifically to build tier 2 roads. Or a supply chain just to specifically build conveyors. Those are the right words that I was looking for. But I don't know. So the kind of nice thing about playing Dyson Sphere Program, not only can I see, like...
You've unlocked the vertical construction technology.
Look at that.
When building facilities such as matrix labs, depots, and storage tanks, you can try to build them upwards, making more efficient use of space.
Beautiful. Anyway, yeah, Jarvis, go away. I know. But yeah, some of the nice things about playing Dyson Sphere Program, you can see down here exactly how long this playthrough has taken. So I'm 6 hours into this playthrough. I think I'm doing okay. Considering the fact that I haven't played for a long time, I think I'm doing pretty good. Probably not great. I'm sure there's people who speedrun building a Dyson Sphere in like 20 minutes. Let's be real. People are insane. Let's also increase our storage on these guys, because we're going to need a lot of these graphite bricks.
Flight mode. Replication complete.
All right. Things are going pretty well. Things are going pretty well, I think. Let's work on upgrading this. Finish this off. This is the last little bit of conveyor that needs upgraded other than my proliferator, I think. Even then, I think some aspects of my proliferator I've already upgraded. There we go.
Flight mode. Flight mode.
Excellent. Then there's this thing over here. Sure, why not? We just have a full tank of oil over there. You know, as you do.
Flight mode.
Eventually, we'll probably scrub all of this and just build something way more efficient. That's way far down the line, though. Well, actually, our proliferator looks like it's already been upgraded. So I guess that's good. Yeah, I'm not seeing any tier 1 things anywhere. Ooh. There we go. So good news. We're burning through our hydrogen very slowly. Bad news, we're burning through our fuel very quickly. How do I want to solve that, though? I mean, I could just build more refineries. That would be a solution. I could proliferate our crude oil. It actually probably wouldn't take too much effort. Actually, we might as well. Let's go ahead and do something like this. And we'll bring the proliferator around. Where is it? Here. What idiot built this Tesla tower in the way? Yeah, so we'll bring this around like this. We'll hit this proliferator. And then we'll bring it this way. So that'll fill that up. Nice. That means it will increase the production of that a little bit. And then we'll also proliferate this stuff. Yeah, this stuff. You know, the stuff. The hydrogen. Just the regular hydrogen. It's not Zoomy hydrogen. That's something completely different. And then just so that we can actually get like full efficiency out of these cherry cubes, we'll also go ahead and we'll proliferate this, which I'm kind of surprised that I'm not. I should proliferate it over here. That way all of it's being proliferated. It'll take a long time to burn through that, but it'll be worth it in the long run. I actually probably need to put more smelters in here to smelt this faster, because I'm gonna need a lot of graphite, because I need to turn the graphite into diamonds, which I then need to turn into a whole lot of other things. Alright, so we'll go ahead and well, I mean, we need some fuel here. We burned through all of our fuel. Unfortunate. How long is this gonna take? This is gonna take so long to make. I should start making some of these items. Specifically like the plasma exciters. Which we need to turn stone into glass, and then glass into prisms, which we then use magnetic coils, and we've heard that before, magnetic coils into plasma exciters. And then we also, unrelated, we need components. Which we don't have an easy way to produce components right now because they need the silicone, which we can only get from one planet right now, which may or may not have been devastated by a horrible attack since the last time I was over there. But let's not worry about that. Let's not worry about that too much. In fact, part of me wonders if I should just cut off the thermal plants here. The problem is that that's a lot of our power generation. If we look at our power generation, 13 power plants are providing 67% of our power. And a lot of it is right here with this graphite. I keep wanting to call it graphene, and I don't know why. Because these guys are not all running at full efficiency, because I keep forgetting they exist. So let's go ahead. We're still waiting on this spray coater,
Materials.
which we're almost done with them. We'll just take another minute or so. And we could build more of these guys. We're basically never going to use Tier 1 ever again, unless we are really desperate for some reason. There we go. And we'll go ahead and proliferate this guy. I wonder if it'd be worth it to just pack up. So hear me out. Hear me out. So we have a crap ton, assuming that it's still there, a crap ton of silicone on this planet. What if we just pack all of our production there up and take it to Valison's Four here? Because this has a whole bunch of titanium that we need. Barely any coal there. That's wild. Okay. What's the coal look like here? Also barely any coal. Huh. Okay. Alright, so we are proliferating the graphite now. That's good. I'll tell you what.
Replication complete mode.
Let's experiment. I don't really know what's going to happen. I've never fought the Dark Fog before. Let's get a bunch of ammo and see if we can bully the Dark Fog. I don't think we're going to lose everything. I don't think the game would do that. But I'm still going to store my entire inventory here, just to be on the safe side. Again, like I said, I don't think the Dark Fog is, like, I don't think it's going to just take all of my items if I get destroyed. What it might do is, like, scatter them around. I don't know. But we're going to load up on bullets here. We're going to need to go pick a fight. We're going to see what happens. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? I die? Maybe. The Dark Fog seems like more of an ambient threat, where if you don't deal with it, is when it becomes a problem. Because, like, it gains levels, it gets experience, it produces energy, and the enemies get more powerful. Hello? Are you going to kill me? Knock, knock. Ah! Oh, they have their own defenses. Okay. Pew, 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 pew. Ooh. Okay, there's a lot more enemies here than I expected.
Warning. Warning. Dark Fog is approaching. Press Z to enter the combat interface.
That is a
Assist
lot.
Leecros in engagement.
That is a lot of enemies there. Come on. I am destroying a lot of them. But there's so many more there. My goodness. Pew, pew. Ooh. You could just kite them eternally. Especially these guys. These guys are not actually that dangerous. not that bad. It's the flyers and the cannons that seem to be the most dangerous.
Warning, warning. You're about
Yeah.
to intrude dark fog control range.
Yeah,
You're
we get it.
highly likely to launch an attack. Press Z to enter
We're
the
fine.
combat interface.
We're
It
okay.
assists Icarus in engagement.
I think this is our shield. I don't think that's health. I could be wrong about that. But we're just going to keep bullying them. We're going to see what happens. And Jarvis is going to continue yelling at us, probably. Okay, we actually don't have a lot of, Yeah. We don't have a lot of energy left, so maybe we do, like, back off for now. How do I get out of combat mode? Yeah, I know that. Okay.
Flight mode.
The problem is that we need a better fuel source, which we don't really have. I'm pretty sure our best fuel source right now is the graphite. I don't think hydrogen is a better fuel source. Could find out. Where is our hydrogen? Yep, it's not exactly what I had in mind. I mean, I guess we could look here. 9 megajoules. I mean, I guess it is slightly better, yeah? I guess I thought to auto-replenish our fuel. And that will recover. That will recover our fuel. Automatically. I mean, we can upgrade our weapon damage. But yeah, we don't really have any very, like, super efficient fuels yet. Let's go ahead and stick hydrogen in here, why not? Maybe it'll blow up. There we go.
Flight mode.
Now what we could do... I think we just finished researching, yeah, the diamonds. I think diamonds are not better than energetic graphite. They're not actually better at all. Okay. So yeah, technically the graphite is worse than the hydrogen, but you can only put, like, a small amount of hydrogen gas in your fuel tank for whatever reason. Armor customize. Yes. We can upgrade our robot with this. Although I don't really know how. We can make ourselves blue. Blue? Blue. How do we make ourselves blue? You know what? Let's not worry about that right now.
Flight mode.
Let's go and try to bully the dark fog more. By the way, it's getting experience for this. Whatever, it's fine. Hello, you guys haven't recovered yet, have you? Yeah, get wrecked. I don't know if I should be needling the dark fog. Maybe I shouldn't be.
Flight mode.
I am killing a bunch of them. And I don't think they're recovering. I mean, there's still a lot of them here, though. Oh, alright, I'm taking a lot of damage now. Maybe we back off and stop bullying the dark fog. Never build unnecessary structures. Clear any threats near the base. The planetary base will regularly assess its nearby environment. Threats and identify good or camps to accelerate production. Planetary base will dig wells deep into the planet to exploit core matter. Such matter that will then be used to build structures in units. This technology grants a high degree of freedom in evolution of units, maybe introducing dark fog variations. You can still see the core even after the planetary base is destroyed. Oh, let's not fly into it. Central Core dispatches relay stations to planet to build planetary bases as needed. After constructing a planetary base, the relay station continues to stay above that planetary base to connect between the planetary base and the hive. It will dispatch vessels to transfer the base matter production to the hive and ship back energy to the base. Relays are the last insurance of the hive. If planetary base is destroyed, this relay will try to rebuild it. If there is remaining matter and energy, if the central core of the hive is destroyed, relays will send heavy barges to reconstruct the core. Some hapless engineers have ended up as its casualties, even though they just wanted to test the missile turrets. Let's leave that for now. That did give the space hive a little bit of threat too. I don't know. It's probably not too bad to destroy. You just gotta like persevere a little bit, but I don't think we're quite to that point just yet. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Go ahead and research that. We should probably work towards these guys. The drones. Because these guys will help fight the dark fog. Ground fighters cannot be deployed into space. That makes sense. I could also get the vein utilization. In fact, I probably should get the vein utilization. We'll queue that up too. There we go. But I think that's going to be it for this run. I think we're gonna call it here. I said my soft stopping point was 12:30. I'm starting to get hungry. I need to do a couple things before Dungeons and Dragons tonight, so I think this is a good place to stop. Now that we've tested our powers against the dark fog and found ourselves lagging, we'll move on from that. Let me make sure that I actually put fuel in my ship. No, actually I'll be fine. Alright, well, let's go check out the save of the game. Stream Nans. And let's go check out the Milky Way. See if we can find ourselves. Ugh. There we are. This little teeny tiny dot right there. The zoom is a little bit funky. Funnily enough, there are other players around us who oh my gosh, who do not generate as much power as we do. We are not the faintest star in the galaxy anymore. And you got these people here, they're only producing like megawatts. Is that 4 megawatts I saw there? Where was it? 1 megawatt? There's gotta be players that just like started playing and then quit, right? 11 gigawatts? 16 terawatts? 842 gigawatts? I'm definitely not like aiming to be like the brightest star in the galaxy, because holy cow, look at this. Look at some of these stars here. 19.2 petawatts, 18 petawatts, 18.5 petawatts, 19 petawatts. But if I can just become like a slightly brighter star in this dense cluster over here, I think that would be a huge achievement. Like get up to like a terawatt level, something along those lines. Something like this, 50 terawatts. 16. Yeah, I think if I got like 16, if I got like 50 terawatts, then why is this one so much brighter? Is it because there's a whole bunch of engineers there instead of just one? Because there's some of these are probably people who have like streamed or like displayed their okay. Like people who have like posted their seeds online for other people to play. Like that's got to be my assumption, right? I don't know. But whatever. It's just a cool little thing that I can look at from time to time to see how bright our star is shining. But thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm definitely probably going to be playing more Dyson Sphere Program. I have the itch now. So even if I hop on stream for a couple of hours and move on with my life, that will be what I do. But until next time, folks, happy gaming.